Good evening, Libras. Welcome to the channel. I was on earlier posting a Gemini reading, and I just took a little break and decided to come back and go ahead and post the Libra reading for anybody that would like to hear. I am new. As I stated in my other videos, I'm new to YouTube, so please bear with me. Technicalities. I believe there is a background noise as well. Hopefully you can just ignore it. I'm still trying to find out what the source is, but we'll certainly, I'll do my best. I know I'm not the typical readers. The typical readers come on here and they may do live or they may do recording, but they shuffle on camera and do the reading, more so recorded from the beginning. The reasons I don't do it that way are because, well, there's several. I'm not that great at shuffling. Two, I like to take my time and shuffle because I like the cards to choose, as opposed to me choosing the cards. I also like to clear my mind a little bit, maybe do a little bit of meditation, and while I'm doing a reading, so that I can do it more so intuitively based on what the books read. When I'm doing that, I make my notes for my reading, and then I lay them like this and post them. So I'm going to start off the reading and get into that with Libra. The first card I drew was the Two of Cups in reverse. This card to me is showing a partnership between two people that's withdrawn or held back in some way. Love that's being withheld by one or both people. I was hoping to start off on a better note, but looking at the overall read, it paints a picture to me of loss and confusion and some sadness in a relationship that once was obviously significant and held a lot of emotion. And the second card on the reading was the Star, which also flew out in reverse. I felt that there's a sense of pride here, like someone's trying to hold on to some dignity. I feel with all this water, which is signifying emotion, someone has been pouring out a lot of emotion and feelings. But when I look at this card, I also feel like someone feels as though it's been wasted, or that they lost time or hope. The next card in the read was the Eight of Pentacles. There's been a lot of work and focus on this relationship in the past, but in reverse, it seems like something material is blocking the progress, or that the desire to work at the connection is kind of lost. I don't think it has to do with the emotion being absent or that there's love is gone. I think it's mostly due to frustration and disappointment for the lack of progress. The next card I got in the read was the Moon. This card, I had an instant feeling that this was a mutual energy. This was the shared energy between two people feeling the same in this. There's things that are hidden in the relationship, or it may be that there's still a lot of unspoken emotions from one or both parties. I also find there's a lot of unsettling or anxious energy in this card. I get the sense that one or both people feel like they're in the dark, and both of you are looking for answers. It's not just one of you either, I feel, that's hiding things. At the very least, emotion. I feel like with that card as well, the Moon card could be something that you're afraid to admit or to say to the other person, or even afraid to kind of admit to yourself. But there is a lot of silence, I feel, between these people, yourself and the other person. The next card I got in the read was the Strength card. To me, the Strength in reverse symbolizes a feeling of defeat. One or both people, I feel, currently are feeling very drained, and there's a difference of perspective on where each person stands in the connection. And I just want to stop and say for a second, it's very urgent right now, Libra, that you take care of yourself. If you yourself are feeling very drained and overwhelmed, even with other things in life, it's very important to take care of your health, your physical health and your mental health, and get lots of rest. Next card in the read was the Tower, also in reverse. This one's never pretty. Upright, it can be major chaos. Sometimes when it's reversed, it can mean to a little lesser degree, but either way, shit's hitting the fan. No one's really happy here in this situation. With 5 major arcana in this read, this situation or partnership, relationship was, at least at one point, a big deal. And I think it still is for both people. Very significant. One thing I want to say here too, things tend to get worse before they get better. And there's always a storm before the calm. People say there's always a calm before the storm, but in this case, I think there's a storm before the calm. Sorry. Which leads me to the last card. The last card I got in the reading was Judgment. This was the only other card that showed up in the upright. Judgment, I think, is the calm. In this case, it's a change in direction. It's a time for renewal and new beginnings. After the confusion and the secrets clear away and the right choices are made, the trumpet sounds and all's made right. it's a life-changing decision. And I hope that whatever it may be, that you embrace it. Just a couple other general things that I noticed with it. Was so much blue in this reading. Almost every card had blue in it to some degree, and blue to me is a lot of emotion and love, and it's obvious in this reading that there was a lot there. Some signs that I did notice show up in the read that you may be dealing with. Doesn't necessarily have to be these signs, but your person may be one of these signs. The Star card symbolizes Aquarius. The Moon symbolizes Pisces. The Strength card symbolizes Leo. And I also noticed the number 8 shows up in your read 4 times. I feel very significant. It's about cycles and renewal, progress, balance, and infinity. So it can be, in regards to astrology, a very significant and powerful number. That's what I had for you for your reading. Generally, I will pull some cards from the Romance Angels deck, or I will pull some oracle cards from the Wisdom of Hidden Realms. I do enjoy doing that, but I did 2 reads today, and this one in particular I found just has me a bit drained, so I won't be adding the oracle cards for this Libra reading anyways. Maybe one in the future. I would like to just kind of add a little thought for the day, those things that I like to add in every read. Do your best to be kind, loving, and open. Make a real effort to share your feelings with those close to you. Let them see an imperfect you. Only then will you know they love you for who you are. And chances are they'll love you more for it. If you enjoyed this reading, go ahead and hit like or subscribe. I'll be working on the water signs next, probably starting with Scorpio. I have a very close friend that's waiting on that one, so hope you all stay well and keep your head up, because things always straighten themselves out. Peace, love, and light, Libra. Bye.